welterweight division is awash with great fighters. 4-1 versus 2-1. Tomas Kuczik. Looking in great shape. And Matt Figlak.
This is your main event of the evening. This is for the vacant welterweight professional battle arena title. Introducing first your fighter in the red corner, representing Trojan, Matt Figlak! His opponent in the blue corner, representing Impulse MMA, it's Tomas Kuczik! Engaging referee, Mr. Pauling.
A very icy stare from both these gentlemen. Kuczik in the black board shorts. Figlak in the black Valley Tudo shorts. Red gloves for each man. I don't know, it'll be much of a feeling out process here. Both men want the title. Could end up being 5-minute rounds. Who's come here with the mostest, the most heart, the most power, the most speed?
Yeah, Figlak's really putting the pressure on him early. Oh, nice right hand.
Sneaks through very well.
Yeah, he did a nice straight right and then a little slide off before the counter came back.
You know, Trojan Free Fighters is one of the best teams around. We've just had a who's who of great teams.
Oh,
here.
wow.
Oh, very nice little lateral drop scoop.
Yeah, Matt Figlak just powered him to the floor. He's got Ronnie Mann in his corner. It's got to be great advice. Bit of a UK MMA legend. I think Team Trojan, they're Cheltenham, aren't they, Steve?
Cheltenham?
Are they Cheltenham?
They are Gloucester at the moment. Maybe
Gloucester, you're so Canadian. Gloucester?
Gloucester? Oh dear. All right, Gloucester. There we go. Yep.
Matt
There we go.
on top, putting pressure.
Shoulder pressure. He started with that head pressure. It's really making this an uncomfortable position for Kuczik.
He's trying to do his best, but his half guard position is really difficult to get out of. He's going to try and cage walk his way up, but every time you use your arms to post on the mat, you're then open to getting hit in the head.
Especially because you've got those sneaky elbows that can cut and graze you at any time.
Yeah, under these professional rules, the risk is even higher. Matt Figlak, fantastic pressure. Oh, but great guard recovery by Tomas Kuczik.
The Impulse BJJ fighter. Look for some of those excellent moves there. Some good confidence on the ground.
He's got John Maguire's brother in his corner. Gypsy Jiu-Jitsu originals. The moment's not working for him there, and the problem is being held up against the cage. You just can't get the angles. When your neck's bent like that, it stops you getting angling off and throwing up submissions because your back is so bent over.
You can't extend it all, can you?
And Matt Figlak knows that. That's why he's keeping him there.
That's why he's trying to Tito Ortiz it a bit.
Oh, but he's on the arm.
That's tight. That's tight.
Oh, he's bent. He snuck out of it. Great defense by Matt Figlak.
And now he's back in the half guard. That was the moment there.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit easier to escape this half guard if you're away from the cage. Might see Matt Figlak try and drag him back towards it. What a night of action. This is bout number 27 here at Edgbaston Stadium.
Really finishing on a high point here with our first professional belt on the line. Battle Arena welterweight champion about to be crowned. Will it be Figlak, will it be Kuczik? How can Kuczik change the tide here? His knee shield in, he's trying to work for that full guard.
He does again. He's got back to full guard from half. It's an improvement in position, but being held against the cage makes it difficult. See, he's got the foot on the hip. He's trying to get an angle. He's trying to set up some submissions. He's working his left leg high into a high guard, but Figlak's so aware of it. He's right in front of his corner, giving him good advice. Figlak lets him back to the feet and lands big shots. Once again, Tomas Kuczik can't get his back off the cage. Figlak just controlling the center of the octagon, but now he's barreling forwards, forcing it. Oh, good
Another
takedown.
big takedown there. But he's in the open play here with double overwraps.
Yeah, we've got 1 minute left in this first round. Figlak continues to be on top, pressuring. Hasn't managed to do much damage. He's controlling the fight.
That position is strong for Figlak right now.
It's a high-risk position. This is called the guard position. So Tomas Kuczik on the bottom. He's got his legs around him with his feet closed, and he has a lot of submissions that he can throw up from that point. But he can't really hit from that point. Whereas Matt Figlak is on top, and he can get caught in all those submissions, but he can try and hit him. But every time he does, he risks leaving an arm behind or a foot.
Doing really well, Figlak, with keeping that knee in the way, or receive it.
Yeah, Kuczik using that knee shield, making space. Back to full guard, but he's got wrist control there. He's got his arms. He'll work his arms, feet up to get out. It's not enough time in the guard in the round to work any submissions. Figlak electing to do a jumping right hand in the last
right
face around.
Just glances, doesn't land flush. But Kuczik really dangerous with those arm bars earlier on. Had probably closer to finishing the fight. But then
I was about to say Figlak's just happy to finish the round, throwing some kicks, you know, and then he does a jumping right hand. Boom.
Yep.
Huge shot.
That'll stick in the judge's mind right there.
Yeah. What a way to put a full stop on round one. Well, that round was all Figlak, apart from the little brief armbar attempt from the bottom by Tomas Kuczik. But Tomas is not out of it. He didn't really take a huge amount of damage.
Not at all. Figlak's got a lot of success there standing up. I think he'd be wise to keep it up there. He's obviously scoring with the takedowns too. He's got the distance. He can use that quite well.
Team Impulse got some awesome jacket hoodies. Getting hoodie envy there. Cool.
Yeah. Some nice design, isn't it? I think they've been telling him some head movement there in the corner. We got Figlak. He's standing up, and
good
then
advice.
Kuczyk's trying to move that head a little bit more. Still a bit flat-footed, both fighters. And for the haymaker, got to set it up with the jabs first.
Oh, nice kick up the middle. Same thing, look, Figlak controlling the center of the octagon, keeping Tomas Kuczik against the cage.
Kuczik seems a bit like almost gun shy.
Ooh.
There you go, he throws a big kick up.
It was telegraphed from out of space. Oh, shoots for his own takedown, mixing things up.
Great sprawl there from Figlak, and then sits to guard.
Sits through to guard. But this is, I mean, if he's a good guard player, this is not that bad because he's right in the middle and he's going for a leg hook, Steve. This is pro rules. We have heel hooks and the full array of submissions.
Nice back roll. Jabs eating in. This is what you need to see from Figlak. Jabs to set up the other strikes. Steams in, does Kuczik. Ooh, glancing right hand.
It's very Damian Maia-esque, shooting and then pulling guard and then immediately attacking. Nice inside leg kick. Tomas Kuczik is he's coming back a little bit in this round.
He is mixing up more strikes.
Maybe we're seeing Matt Figlak just wilt a little with the pace.
Was a very, very frenetic pace there in the first round. Lots of takedowns, mixing it up. See both fighters with their mouths open.
Oh, beautiful takedown, Figlak.
Let's see how he improves this position, or if he chooses to here. He's got good shoulder pressure.
But I've been impressed with the jiu-jitsu of Tomas Kuczik so far. So you see he's got his left knee up. It's to stop Matt Figlak just stepping over to mount and get to a more dominant position.
Figlak laying short elbow there.
At some point we're going to see him bridge and try and make space and slide those knees through. Trying to turn away to turtle. Sometimes it's a good idea.
There we go. We got strong shoulder pressure here.
Oh, is Figlak looking for an arm triangle maybe?
Could be.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's posturing his head up.
He's going to step. Oh, but he didn't get the arm triangle, but he got mount from the attempt at it.
That's good as well. Fighting so well is Kuczik to try to get back to a guard position.
Can Kuczik escape this mount? Sometimes mount is easier to escape than side control, I find, Steve.
Yep.
My mountain
as long as
escapes
you
away
can hook
better.
a leg.
Yep.
Right now, I'd like to see, I think, strategy-wise, yeah, just try to
Oh,
settle
that's
on top,
better.
but, oh, there's leg entanglements there.
Yeah, he was looking for single leg X. Trying to get something going on a leg attack. We're getting a lot of looks from now from Tomas Kuczik, and this fight has got so much more interesting. But still, Matt Figlak with a constant pressure.
Yeah, constant pressure on top, winning the position war. Kuczik looking for maybe like that big home run shot, arm bar, triangle, etc. Heel hook. Kuczyk's proving himself to be very tough.
I don't think we'd have had a heel hook finish here at Battle Arena. That would be good to get our first one.
Yeah, it would be great.
Kuczik, what's he looking for? Making space. Could be spinning for a leg again. Maybe an arm.
So I think that Figlak should just stand up and out of that open guard. There's no point here. Just let him up. There you go.
It's
Boom.
a little bit risky. It's a very active guard of Tomas Kuczik.
Now he backed him against the fence. Watch for the knees on the way up because he's going to be looking to shoot off of it. Good feints here from Figlak. Steams out. Very good.
Tomas Kuczik barreling forward.
Very powerful moves.
Yeah. Oh, nice right
Uppercut lands. I'm not sure if that landed clean.
Oh.
Elbow lands. Mixing up very well as Figlak here in the second.
Yeah, nice calf kick.
So we're getting near the end of the second round here.
Oh, good right hand.
Kuczik
good overhand right.
Kuczik doing very well to keep his hands up. 10 seconds left. Head kick there from Figlak is the last little exclamation point at the end of that second round, sorry. I'm a bit tired. Here we go. We're in the third round now. Exclamation corners. Neither man looks overly tired. Maybe a little bit more damage on the face and in the corner of Kuczik, but Figlak of Trojan Free Fight is really ready to start mixing it up, and I think they're telling him to maintain distance, that he's winning those striking exchanges, and Kuczik hasn't shown a lot of dangerous intention.
We have had so many incredible fights tonight, Steve, and what a way to top off this Battle Arena 59 event at Edgbaston Stadium. But this incredible title fight between these two absolute warriors. We've seen the straight hands, the range, the aggression of Figlak, and then we've seen Tomas Kuczik mixing it up, looking to pull guard, get submissions from the bottom, he's barreling forward, overhands. He's a very unpredictable fighter, and that's what's making this fight so interesting.
Anybody's game still.
Yep. It could be a round apiece going into round 3. Kuczyk's just staying at the wrong range. He's he's got to barrel forward or be way out of there and footwork out. Getting caught just on the end of the punches.
He's really reacting to those feints.
Yeah.
He's been hurt earlier on. Doesn't want to eat those uppercuts again.
Figlak's just keeping him right on the end of his shots.
Using that jab very well now, Figlak is.
Yeah, he dropped the jab to the body.
Knee comes up.
Oh,
he
tripped.
moves. Yep, gets a little bit of a slip. I'm not sure how much.
Right. Tomas Kuczyk's looking a little bit out on his feet.
I'm not sure how much that knee landed.
Yeah.
As it came up.
He did seem to come up just a tiny bit wobbly. Good, nice kicks from Figlak.
He's covering up really well as Kuczik, and that's what's keeping him alive right now. I like to see maybe Figlak go to the body a bit. Really crisp striking. There you go. Goes into the body with one there. Keeps his hands up as well. Kuczik steams back again, and another pulls guard pretty much there.
Yeah, I mean, it could possibly be 2 rounds down. Maybe it's not the worst strategy in the world. Try and pull guard, throw something up from his back.
There's a lot of control here. Figlak on top. Nice open play here. Kuczik, but he needs, there you go. Punch sneaks through.
Calls from the jiu-jitsu coach in the corner of Tomas Kuczik to get some butterfly hooks, work the legs. I think, yeah, they want some space. Just holding the overwrap doesn't set up submissions. So having one overwrap and then opening your guard once you've got the control, once you've got them held in with the overwrap, then you can start throwing things up. But it's going to be much harder to submit someone in this round 3. Everyone's a bit sweaty.
Yeah, it's a lot, very, very slick. And we saw that even with the leg attack earlier in the second.
Yep.
He's just able to slide right out of there.
Yeah, Tomas Kuczyk's corner desperately calling for him to.
Following very well as Figlak. He's following those hips, which is kind of day 1 MMA. You got somebody dangerous underneath, you follow their hips, and make sure that they can't hit you with any sort of.
Yep, you just don't let them get an angle. Yeah, following them around. He's on top, controlling the posture.
This is the final round, I believe.
Oh, elbows.
Oh, nice elbow, dropping that into the solar plexus.
Figlak, beautiful.
I haven't seen that before. That was good.
Yeah,
really good.
Something a little bit different.
There's not a lot of urgency here from Kuczik, and you've got to think that he's down on the scorecards now, especially because Figlak's just been controlling every single position, and again he's doing damage everywhere. Again, if I was Figlak, just stand up, make him come to you again. There was very little he showed on the feet that was dangerous, whereas here he's constantly looking to switch hips and get over and take the back or go for the armbar.
Oh, hitting the body. Tomas Kuczik is doing everything he can, trying to get an angle, trying to find some way that he can throw up a submission.
Punch sneaks through. Hammer fist sneaks through. See a bit of a grimace there on the face of Tomas Kuczik.
Oh,
he rolls for another leg. Powers out of it.
Not aggressive enough with it.
Figlak powers out of it. We must be coming very, very soon to the end of the round. Strong position here. You got folks joining us at home. This is the inaugural welterweight professional title on the line here. Both men desperately want to take it back to their respective gyms to wear it around their waist. I'll be with the winner cage side in a moment. But man, Figlak is putting on a frenetic pace. But he glances another one off the temple of Kuczik.
Yeah, Kuczyk's doing everything he can just to get something, but nothing's working for him. He's trying to roll for a leg lock then.
Stands up and Figlak.
What a fight.
There we go. What a fight indeed. Good show of heart from both men. Good show of sportsmanship. And here we come in. I believe this is time for the judge's decision. I'm sorry, I was a bit confused earlier on. Sometimes we have 5 5-minute rounds, but it's 3 5-minute rounds here for this title tonight. And I think Matt Figlak is pretty confident here. Stranger things have happened. And he's up on top of the cage. I think he knows what he thinks, and we're going to go to Chris with the official judge's decision, and I'm going to have the winner cage side for a quick interview in a moment. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll go for the decision.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. It is a unanimous decision for the winner in the red corner, your new welterweight champion, Matt Figlak!
And the champ is here, Matt Figlak. Matt, what an excellent performance there. You really had his number in the striking exchanges. Did he concern you a bit on the ground there, and especially in the first round?
He didn't really concern me on the ground. He was trying to go for different stuff like knee bars, arm bars, different stuff like that, but we were already prepared for that. I've seen his game before. We prepared for it in the camp, and it was all there. He didn't really have nothing. Once he got sweaty as well, it was much more difficult to get anything.
And you were really teeing off on him in the second and third rounds. Did you think you were really close to the finish there a few times?
I thought a few times I was real close to the finish, standing up. Got him with a couple good uppercuts. Nice teep to the face as well at the end there, I believe. So he was nearly there, but he still put up a good fight, and respect to him for that.
And as our inaugural welterweight champion, I got to ask the question, how long for a turnaround, buddy? Because we really want to see a great Figlak performance again.
Anytime, anywhere, any place. That's me. I'm ready all the time. I'm ready all year round. Any place, anytime, anywhere. Let's go. Anyone.
Well, you've heard it, folks. Trojan free fight standout Matt Figlak. Matt Fast Hands Figlak, your new welterweight champion. He's going to be having a great time. Thank you very much, Matt. Have a very nice day.